Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome into my home. My name is Sarah. I'm a furniture artist, owner of Coat of Charms, coming to you from Southwick, Massachusetts. And I'm also a content creator for HB Distributions. And I'm so happy to be part of the Audacious Artisans Marathon today with you guys. We're going to talk today about sanding pads, Surf Prep Abrasives. And these are some of the items that we do carry in our shop for HB Distribution. And it's probably one of the more overlooked items. I mean, we're always looking at transfers and the decoupage papers, and they're beautiful, but let's be real. Sanding pads and brushes are what make our world go round, right, guys? So why don't we jump right into the nitty-gritty? What do you say? All right. I'm gonna put my coffee down because I'm Italian and I love to talk with my hands, and I'm liable to spit something clear across my home. All right. So beside me, I have the array of products that we offer, and I'm going to show you a little bit of how each one works today. Because I got to be honest, when I first started in this industry, I was using regular sanding blocks, had no idea what a padded foam abrasive was, or even the old traditional type of sanding pad paper that you get from, you know, the 8.5 by 11 sheets that you could cut up and it would fit into your belt sander, and you could cut a square of that off and like fold it up in your hand and just kind of use it to scratch away whatever it was that you needed to use. Well, have I got the innovative product to talk about today? Surf Prep, okay? They are a family-run company based out of Northern California. They've been around for about 15 years or so, I believe, and they are the original foam-backed abrasive. This is just one, for example. This is a 220 grit, okay? And it's just that, it's foam. You see that, guys? It's squishy and it bends, right? So, it's just it. It's cushioned, it's flexible, and it's tear resistant. So as much as you're sanding away, you're not gonna rip this pad up. It's gonna be great for multiple uses, over and over and over again, a great value for your buck, okay? So, they also, this is probably the one that everybody knows most about. The RAD Pad stands for Revolutionary Abrasive Design. Okay, it's written right on there. And you get this kit if you order it on our site. There are 2 of each abrasive, okay? They start with the medium abrasive, which is about like 120, 150. So this is what you would use to remove any grit, like your starter pad, right? Let me just stop for a second. The higher the grit, guys, in case you're new to sanding, the higher the grit, the finer the abrasive, okay? So then we move to fine, which is the blue pad. And this is about like 220, 240. So you would use this to, to prep and smooth the surface before paint. Then comes the very fine, which is the red pad. Okay, and this is 280 to 380, which is more like your finishing pad. This is prepare you for the final, which is the super fine, the yellow, which is 500 to 600 grit. So this is gonna smooth everything right down as your last resort. Also, if you've seen this a few times today, this pad's been used a lot. I love this one. If you've seen this a few times, you're not mistaken. You would get a small rad pad in the super fine in every single one of your Grayson Design decoupage paper tubes. So it's a great tool, and you've seen it used a few times to just kind of cut through the edges on a sharp surface after you've papered. Awesome tool. If you didn't notice, I cut these in half. So they do come much larger in the pack, and I cut them in half so that I can use them that much farther, even more bang for your buck. So if you guys know me, I like to get everything out of everything. This is an old table leg, has this cool metal design on it, but I grabbed it because I wanted to show you guys how you scuff sand, and I'm gonna start with a medium grit. And basically what scuff sanding is just getting the gloss off of your piece. So you'd clean it first with any TSP, soap and water, Dawn dish soap, dry it thoroughly, and you've got a clean surface to work with. Then you can begin sanding. Okay, that's just great prep. It just sets you up for success in any project that you're doing. So scuff sand is just that. I'm gonna take this pad and I'm gonna go, I know you're gonna get some noise on this. This is not gonna be the best for your ear that you're gonna hear all day, but how can I not demo, right? So you're just gonna scuff it up. Take the gloss off of your item, okay? You can work one way. I'm doing this in my home, guys, and I'm gonna have to clean afterwards. Right? See that? I've scuffed it up. I've given the surface that was once smooth some grit, just so that my paint can grab onto it and adhere, okay? But why I grabbed the round table leg was I wanted to show you how you can take your rad pad, fold it around the spindle of a chair, and spin, okay? So it really works its way into the nooks and crannies and those fine details that we all love so much in traditional furniture. And just get that extra grit right off. And I'm working one way and I'm just offloading and it's all coming off. So that's the scuff sand. And it shouldn't take you more than 15, 20 minutes with an entire piece of furniture to scuff sand it. Wipe it down with a cloth, get all of that dust and residue away, and you're ready to paint. So the next pad that we offer, which are definitely not going to be as well known, but they're equally, if not more important in your household. And I'm going to show you why. Okay, so the sanding block, more traditional, still yet foam and somewhat flexible, but not as much. Okay, it's a little bit more rigid. These come in 160 grit, a glass mason jar. Okay, now I painted this in chalk paint a while back. I just happened to pull it out of the cupboard. I stuffed flowers and florals and greens in it at Christmas time. If you wanted to make this distressed, take your sanding block and once again, hit all your high areas, scuff all that off. So it's a great distressing tool. Again, if it's in the palm of your hand, also a win. And there you go. You can distress the rim. So I'm just knocking off that paint. So we also have sanding pad, the non-woven abrasive line, okay? So these are really cool, guys. You might have said, what's that maroon pad that's in my shopping cart that has like filaments on it? Well, this is an aluminum oxide pad, okay? Now, like every other Surf Prep product, they're all about innovation and design, and the deal behind these is that you can use these in multiple surfaces, okay? So the white pad that they sell has no grit, so you can use that to wash your windows in your home, or to wash the car windows, or to buff a surface. If you just used a semi-gloss clear coat on the top of your surface and it's too shiny and you want to knock it down, they are phenomenal for cleaning, okay? So you don't have to be an artist to use these pads. You can be the mom that has the fingerprints all over the metal stove, which I can't really show you because it's over there, but you take this pad with a little bit of soap and water and it works like a magic eraser. And it's a natural. It's made of aluminum oxide, so it's made of minerals, right? So you can scrub any handprint, mark, scratch off a surface, wash it with soap and water, and you get shine, okay? So I'm gonna show you how I discovered this. So this is toilet paper roll from my bathroom, okay? Now a couple months back, if you follow my page at Coat of Charms, you may have seen me post this because it was like life-changing for me. I was gonna spray paint this. I was gonna go back to silver. I'd had it for a while in my bathroom and I'm like, you know, it's getting kind of grungy. There's a lot of rust forming on this from the water around the toilet and the sink. And I mean, it's clean, but it's rusty, right? You can see that there? So I grabbed one of these maroon pads and I was like, I'm just gonna knock down some of the sheen before I spray paint it. Well, lo and behold, it actually took the rust off. So I'm gonna show you that right now. So on this long side right here, there's rust and grit. Can you guys see that? If I take this pad and I just scrub it right along this metal, it's taking off all of that rust. So it's great for descaling metals. We know the white pad can clean our car windows. Okay, what? Are you guys going where I'm going? Like, why would you not want to have these in your home, right? Right next to the magic eraser, they are in my home, for sure. And the magic eraser is held in high esteem here. I haven't found a job that doesn't fix yet, but I just descaled that whole side. So very quickly you can go through and pull off rust. And it's bendable and foldable, so I can get around these little balls here and just, you know, scrub away. So really kind of cool, guys. So we've got the rad pads, you've got the sanding blacks, the soft, the block. You have Your foam pads fit in your hand in 150, 220, 600, and 100. You've got your non-woven abrasives. Lots of options. I painted this board, right? And I'm gonna use the fine right now to just work one way. Makes it nice and smooth. And then I just wipe it off with a damp cloth, and I'm ready to apply another coat of paint or my clear coat. I love when I paint to get buttery smooth finishes. Buttery smooth. And how do I do that? It's by using RAD pads in between every single coat. So just a tip, if you're not sanding, go ahead and make one quick pass and it makes all the difference. All the difference, guys. And also when you're staining, and we know I love to stain, between clear coats, just use that super fine one pass through, wipe with your cloth, and then apply your next layer of clear coat. Now, and I found that they do different things and they work different ways, but having them all in your repertoire makes all the difference, because you just grab one when you need it and it's there and it solves your problem and you're on to the next thing, right? We all know about efficiency being a big, big thing in our business. Just being moms is a big thing, right? If you're not sure with abrasives, try on the underside of your wood first, if it's a table or a chair, just to kind of feel if you're getting too much of an abrasive, too much pull. And always start with a lower grit or with a higher grit and work your way up. That way you're not scratching your surface. You can always add more abrasive. You can't take away, right? And I would love it if you follow my journey at Coat of Charms. I'm over at Facebook at Coat of Charms. I'm also at Instagram at Coat of Charms 1. You can catch me on Pinterest and Etsy, all the places. I'm always there hanging out, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have. And if I don't know the answer, I will seek it out for you. Got lots of friends that can help me with that. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Take care. I'll see y'all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.